Are you ready to tell him?
I can't think of one reason why we shouldn't. Who wouldn't want to know?
Sure, we know.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Magnetic Beings, the podcast. I am your host, Devin.
I am your host, Heather.
We are
Magnetic Beings.
Expect the unexpected as we journey together, experiencing synchronicities and undeniable miracles.
To enhance your own inner power. Strengthen your already amazing gifts.
Shift your perspective and change your mind.
Learn more about who we truly are as beings.
You are capable of amazing things. You are a beautiful soul.
Love's the answer. Now's the time.
Tap the screen. There she is. What's up, beautiful soul?
Listen, look, I had to see way up there is where I had to go and push that. And I'm only this tall.
Oh. It's all an illusion.
It's in the dark.
Well, I'm so glad you were able to find it in the dark.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
studio.
what's up? And my notes are inside, but I don't even need them. I'm so excited for this podcast.
Okay, yeah, because I don't have any notes either. Hello, Bill.
Well, hey, Bill. You know, I normally don't have notes.
I know you don't.
But today,
I normally do because I have a squirrel brain.
Me too. And well, mainly I made my key points that I wanted to hit with you.
Yeah.
So that I wouldn't forget because they're all kind of connected.
Okay, yeah. Everything is connected. We know that. Hello, Mary Lou. What's up? All right.
Yeah.
Well, beautiful souls, we are here to record season 1, episode 9.
Is it really?
9.
Hey.
Episode 9.
Big niner.
Niner. That's exciting. Hello, Grayson. Niner. That's exciting. Hello, Grayson. Welcome in.
Grayson.
Welcome in, all of you beautiful souls in the chat. Happy 2025. Happy.
Yeah, whatever.
New calendar year.
Time is an illusion. Such a big to-do about nothing, right? Just, I kid.
I know. What did you do last night?
I was sober taxi driver for my children.
That's awesome.
Right, and then, you know, they had to go in all 4 directions of the earth. And then we had a thunder and lightning storm right in the mix of it all.
That's what you said when we were texting each other. Well, that's crazy because, you know, they had to send their lights. They had to work with the light grid and be spread out.
Right?
You know?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter had 2 of her girlfriends spend the night, so I got them, you know,
They did the grapes. I love it.
Yeah, they did 12 grapes under the table.
Oh, it's so cute.
And then I got them some of the grape juice, sparkling grape juice, and, you know, the little champagne glasses to put it in, and bubbles and poppers, and they had a good time.
What fun. When you told me that you were getting that yesterday, I giggled because there's some in my fridge from like, I don't know how many years ago I bought it for, you know, New Year's Eve, and then I never opened it. Nobody ever opened it. And then we never bought it again because we were like, oh, we still have it from last year. And now it's been in there like 6 years. It's probably turned into the real junk now.
Right, exactly.
Fermented.
It's funny that you say that because I remember my dad had a bottle of it when I was a kid. Like, and I always wanted to open it. And my dad was like, no, we're going to save it for like a special occasion. And I always thought that was weird because and all these special occasions came and went. We never drank the grape juice. I think he eventually threw it away after like 20 years. It was like gathered dust. But, you know, it just reminds me that, you know, as we go into this new calendar year, right? Whether you want to refer to it as a new year or just the continuation of a very long winter. You know, why are we waiting to share these or enjoy these special things in our life when the time is now?
Now's the time.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Enjoy your lives.
Mhm. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and then that brings us to our kind of our topic of what we wanted to discuss originally was like time shifts
Mm-hmm.
or things, which I put in my mind. I don't know if you do. I file it under the same category as Mandela effects
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah. So timelines. I guess we're being careful how we word things,
We
right?
are.
I guess.
Do we need to be or
I know.
yeah? I don't know either. I don't think.
I
I
thought
don't,
that's what you were doing.
oh no, no! I was just trying to open the idea to all all different types of thinking.
Okay. I love that.
Because the Mandela effect confuses a lot of people, I think, because I'll hear people arguing over something. Well, no, it happened this way. No, it happened that way. When in reality, it happened both ways, and it's just at what timeline you were shifted on in that whatever space of your life is what I believe.
Yeah. So
So
for
there's no wrong answer there.
right. I get what you're saying. So
Yep.
for people that might not understand that, like timelines, can you explain that a little bit, like how they might work?
Yeah, so like let's say that if you have a plan and you have to make two choices, you make both of those choices actually live out in eternity. And you might exist here on this one where it played out like this, but there's, I believe, many other timelines of reality going on where it's playing out a different way slightly.
Yes. Yes. I love that. And I do believe wholeheartedly, thank you, Sibby, that a lot of these forks, or where you can deviate, they're major decisions or major events, right? So, like an NDE, where could create two timelines: one where you pass away and one where you don't.
That as well, yes.
Mm.
But also down to simple things like the examples of I'm gonna keep saying the Mandela effect because I can relate to a lot of these because I was very diving deep when this first started all happening. But like the lines in movies that are slightly off,
Yeah,
like just little teeny subtle changes like that.
yeah. So a couple of examples is like the cornucopia in Fruit of the Loom,
Hmm.
right? Do you remember there being a cornucopia?
I do.
Me too. And they say that there was never a cornucopia,
Right.
but there was.
And that one's kind of odd because then recently you can find residuals or echoes. Some people call them echoes, where you can go back and find something in a newspaper or that's spellings a lot of times are different and you can find it spelt one way in a newspaper article, but then you go to the company's website where they say it's never been changed
Right,
in this reality.
right.
um, the Bible ones, whoa, those really really tripped me out because I had to memorize that junk when I went to Christian school and like I memorized it all. And so one of my most memorable things about Bible verses was the lion and the lamb, the lion will lay with the lamb, and then that changed to the lion and the wolf, and that one just really blew my mind. And I was like, I have all different kinds of versions of Bible. I
Tell
was
me what
pulling.
that one was, because I don't know it.
It was talking about the in when the time in days come, the lion and the lamb will lay together. Everybody will be living harmoniously. I don't know exactly. Um, I can't specifically tell you. I don't have it written down. I
Okay.
could look it up, but
Yeah.
that's the gist of it. And you'll see. I even had statues because my grandparents had all these Jesus statues and stuff.
Hmm.
And there was one that they bought because I loved it, and it was the lion and then the little lamb laying with it.
Oh,
Always imagined, like, I can't wait till one day when we all just love each other and the little lion can lay with the lamb. Like, it all, I remembered all of this so clearly in my brain. And so when I heard that that was one, I was like, come on.
oh wow.
It was just like endless, endless, endless.
Yeah, Sibby says the Lord's Prayer changed too. It's not trespassers, it's
It's
debtors now.
debtor, right? Doing debtors, right?
And when I think about the Lord's Prayer, though, I say it differently because um, I've found the translation directly from Arabic to English rather than through the different languages, and it translates much differently. But you'll hear me say it all the time here.
Much differently.
Hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's the one where I say, "Oh, cosmic birthers." You know that one.
Really?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like to know that because I try to look at like however this wherever this split happened, like is there a stopping point? Because when the Bible verses came out, it was like that's beyond movie lines. Like this is an old ass book.
Yeah.
Like, how far back did the split happen? And
Well,
well,
probably from the beginning of time, right?
maybe, maybe so.
Yeah.
You
Um,
know.
well, at least the beginning of consciousness, because it's consciousness that's splitting,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm. Not, I need to look at it more broadly, but I wonder, like for instance, if the prayer that you use changed.
Yeah. So, O cosmic birther, with all divine radiance and vibration. Um, O
Well, see,
cosmic
I wouldn't. I don't. I'm not familiar with that.
soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again.
See, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, I use it in most of my meditations, but it's the Lord's Prayer. It's just a different translation.
Well, that probably would be a more accurate translation, though, because
I would
King
think.
James came in there and junked everything up.
Yeah,
He's like,
they did.
I'm rewriting this, and then took out Martin Luther and all the Bible people and burnt all the Bibles, and then we put it his way right beside the daggone
Yeah,
denom.
that version really kind of just opens up a deeper connection with the
Truly,
divine counterpart, rather than you know worshiping a single man in the sky.
yeah, I just love that version a lot. I have heard you say it, but I didn't realize that that's what it was.
Yeah. Now I don't want to put. I'm not knocking anybody's religion. Let's just be very clear about that. You believe what you believe, and that is absolutely 100% okay.
Yeah, of course. You don't gotta bear with me. Like I've been through some stuff with religion, so I might sound a little bit, sometimes I might sound a little callous about organized situations because
Yeah.
you don't like rules.
Yeah.
So I
Rules
try
that
to,
that make certain people rich. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
that's neither
yeah.
here.
Ulterior motives are no good, no good.
It's
So
true.
yeah. Then, interestingly, Bill sent me an article about the discovery of time going backward, and I
Mm.
believe you had actually sent me something about that as well recently. Maybe
Mm.
it was something that they. Well, anyway, um, doesn't completely pertain to what we're talking about, but I just thought I was like, Bill, you're on the wave. We're talking about time.
Wavelength.
You're vibing.
Yeah, he's riding that wave in.
You know.
So there's been lots of Mandela effects. The most recent one, which you made a video about.
Oh gosh, why?
So and it's funny because I started to talk about this with Scott, and he was like, and I'm laughing, and he's like, "I'm glad you think this is funny." And I was like, "I don't think the fact that he's gone is funny. What I find funny is that it's happened 3 times, right? But am I being
And
cruel? Is that a cruel thing?
no, I don't think so. But see, I think it's all funny. Like all of it, it doesn't matter who or what. It dying, living, and it's all hilarious. This thing that we got going on here, but specifically that one for me because I have family members that have always just adored him, and when I had a Facebook FB before they booted me, I had made a post about that happening already back in the day, and I had pictures of different family members with him specifically. So I thought that was cool. I could put all that together. Well, I didn't think any more about it. Then,
So we're just so
in
that everybody is aware of who we're talking about the passing of
thank you, Devin. Thank
the
you,
passing of sorry, help my brain.
Carter, Jimmy
Carter.
Carter.
We're talking, yes. That's
Right.
crazy. Do you see Kathy Carter Johns come in?
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, it is
That's right. I'm coming back again. No.
it is definitely
Then in
our,
May,
in our
I got
heart
a
space. Love for the family.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, fully. Yes.
the
Yes.
interesting thing about this is, though, you have proof that this happened in 2023
Yeah. In
and in 2017.
yeah, it was 2017. Then in 2023, yes, I found something. But then in 2024, once it got closer, I got a text with a screenshot from my husband because he was like, sent it to me, and I was like, all capitals back to him. I went again,
Yeah,
and then he was like, like, yeah, what's up? Then I noticed that it said there was a big article about him voting in the election at the age of 100, and I was like, wait a minute. And then here we go, boom, there you got, he did it again.
yeah. But these would be like timeline shifts or the
Right. And then
Mandela effect.
you went online to look up and couldn't find information, right?
Yeah,
I had screenshots from the text messages,
yeah,
one instance,
yes,
and then I was able to find something, whatever, all my little digging around and whatnot.
yeah.
And I,
Yeah, when you sent me that, I was like, when I heard that news that morning, I was like, I thought he was already gone. Like, I was like, wait a minute, what is happening? I like spent a minute thinking, and I was like, maybe I just was mistaken. But I think that's kind of like when these timeline shifts and the Mandela effect happens. Um, you know,
but
we
he was a neat, he was a neat dude. He was a neat guy, and then that's what I guess my algorithm or whatever in my whole system brought me to the post I made last night, which was him, the note that he put on the Voyager that was being sent out.
oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, and so he writes. It's just very sweet. It's very sweet what he says, and then the
Oh,
note that he's sending out to what he thinks is, wherever. I don't know
yeah.
where, but
I
I.
think we're all just souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year.
Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness!
Mary Lou says she met Jimmy Carter when he was president. It was an honor. Yeah, that's great.
Oh wow! Yes, I
Yeah,
know my
please
family just
disclosure on
loved it.
that. Please do not take this as though we are, um,
Oh yes, no.
light of his passing. That is not the case. We're just trying to show you examples of Mandela effects. And like Hunter says, it was always Fruit Loops, right?
Oh yeah.
FROT loops
Yeah.
rather than fruit. And then the Berenstein rather than the Berenstain. And I know that for a fact because I was a Berenstein Bears connoisseur.
And that's, Hunter is the one that told me about the Mandela effect because of it starting with that Berenstein Bears. And I wasn't down with the Berenstein Bears. That was like a gap between me being a child and my kids being children that I missed. So I was like, huh? But then once I started hearing more examples, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like the Wizard of Oz stuff. The
Um,
Scarecrow's got a pew pew now. Like, what? I never ever remember that.
no, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Get out of here.
He does.
Does it still line up with the Pink Floyd album
Probably.
with him and his pew pew?
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure because nothing changes except that's in it. I just never noticed that being in his hand, right? So odd. And then
Where in the movie does he have a pew pew?
Google search the Google search any image of all of them together.
I'm gonna do
But
it. I'm
specifically
writing
when
it
they're in the woods and when the trees start coming alive and whatnot.
Yeah.
That scene specifically, I know. Yeah.
Scarecrow.
And what was the other one? Luke, I am your father. And I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I did happen to see that one in the movie theater, and so I remembered it being that,
Yeah.
and it's not anymore. And then like
Well, what is it? What do they say now?
they don't just Luke,
That's like the biggest thing is I am your father.
right? And then they have their residuals
It's
on
like
that
the
of
line of the movie. How does that change?
right of James Earl Jones actually being interviewed about the movie, and he says that in the interview. That's a residual, so to
Yeah.
speak, that you can find on that one.
Yeah.
And that is why it's just wild.
Yeah. So we think that all of the Mandela effect is simply a timeline shift. So both of these instances are true, right? One is not wrong.
Right.
It's just that they're on different timelines.
Yes. Hmm.
That's
Yeah, so there's
fascinating.
no need to like argue with somebody who remembers it differently because they're not wrong either.
Right.
It's
Right.
not it's not a reason to argue about
Way to take the wind out of my sails there. Just kidding. We're not arguing with anybody this year.
no. I don't do much arguing. It doesn't
Says, no, I am your father instead of Luke, I am your father.
oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay. Thanks,
No.
Hunter. Hunter knows all about the Mandela effect and the monopoly and the monocle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally, that's one I had to go pull the game out and look at.
Yeah.
I was certain. And there's another residual to that one is in the Jim Carrey in that movie where he's the animal.
Mm.
Uh, he does a scene in that movie anyway where he
The mask?
not the mask. He's like an animal rescuer or something.
Pet detective?
Pet detective. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a scene in that movie where he comes down the stairs and he's like pretending like he's the Monopoly guy. And he even says it, and he's got the monocle.
Yeah. That's Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
There's so many. There's so many.
There really is. But it's interesting, I like growing up, I don't remember being aware of any of these things. And like you said, like how far back does this go? Um, and I think with, all of the means of information that we have these days, it's easier for us to spot them than perhaps it was way back in the day,
Oh, true, true.
you know?
Yeah,
So that's
right.
fascinating.
Because if you spotted something like that and we didn't have this type of communication skills or opportunity.
Exactly.
I would forget to tell you that little detail when I saw you in person, right?
Well, that and I think I mean if you did start saying stuff like that back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, you ended up in a mental institution.
I still may.
Yeah, you and me both, girl. We're gonna be roomies. We're gonna be roomies. It's gonna
This
be
is a big. This is where we live. This is where we exist.
fun.
So yeah,
But it's fun where we live. We don't
there's
take anything too seriously. Life is not meant to be taken so seriously.
no.
But it is fun to explore the things that we're seeing, and especially the shifts in reality, because there are many, many things going on.
It's quite interesting to me. And another thing is that when this happened, it was all around the same time that. Remember that video I sent you about the quantum computer?
Hmm.
It was this, and then the CERN over in Switzerland, and all this was firing up and going on, and I was anticipating this happening, like not like this specifically with these so different, simple like lines and things that you could go, wait, I remember it this way and this way, but I was like, what's gonna happen? Because I felt like that something was gonna happen because they were messing around with all of that stuff
Right.
so when this started happening, I was like, this is it. So I associate it with that, but I don't know if that's so.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It gets me thinking. Do you see the smoke coming out of my ears?
No, but I know what happens when I get excited.
Like gears are grinding.
Yeah.
um, but also, it occurs to me as well in this moment that this is another example of why not to take life so seriously, because it's more than likely that you have hundreds of thousands of, if not infinite amount of parallel lives happening right now, right? And if that's the case, right, we're just energy, and there's nothing to be so stressed out about all the time. Like, when are we going to put down the stress, which causes us so much pain and strife, and learn to enjoy our life and do the things that truly make us happy? Like these types of things, I find when we are looking at these things, we're like, gosh, this is so fascinating. And wow, like this is happening simultaneously on a parallel reality. Well, if I'm over here doing something I don't want to do, then why am I here doing something I don't want to do?
Because you haven't had, you you're not realized that you have the power to manifest it in the way that you wish it to be.
So I'm
Because
that's what the point is, though, is to tell you all, stop doing crap you don't like to do.
that's right. Yeah. You got the power.
You got the power, Luke.
That is,
Your
though, don't you think that's the
father.
only thing holding us up? Only thing. Here we. No, no. I'll let that one slide. It's about to bust out some jams.
Bust it out. I'm happy with
Oh
that.
yeah, and there's lines in songs that have changed, like "We Are the Champions."
What? Tell me. I don't know that one.
The end of the song, he goes, "We are the champions."
No time for
Or the
losing.
end of the song of the world, and then it ends right, and then no longer says of the world.
What? It doesn't? Hold on. Hold on. Pause. I'm gonna play it. We're gonna play We Are the I'll fast forward it to the end. It does not.
Oh, that yes, the Hunter Hannibal Lecter. Doesn't say it doesn't say hello, Clarice or Clarice. What did he say?
Put the
Yeah,
eggs in the basket, Clarice.
that was part of the most scariest part of the whole movie for me because she was all like tough walking in there. He's like, "Hello, Clarice," and I was like, "You don't know, it's not even
Hello,
there."
Clarice.
Yeah.
He did say that.
No, we
Look,
did.
I'm learning so
You're
much
right.
right now.
It's wild.
Wild. It is wild. All right, hold on.
He said good morning. He didn't say her name or what. I just happened to
It says
focus in for a
lotion.
second on the.
Put the lotion in the basket.
It puts the notion.
All right, I'm gonna find this. 1 second.
I was trying to think of another one.
All right, this one is from 16 years ago. Let's
Okay.
see. That's what it says anyway. Can you hear it?
Oh, yes. I was still on Hannibal Lecter. I was like,
Committed no crime. All right, I'm gonna fast forward.
okay.
I got loud. Sorry. It's not loading very fast. It knows what I'm doing.
It does.
Curtain calls. Why does it get so loud? We are the champions, my friend. Of the world. Oh, it's got 15 seconds left. It did say of the world though.
Yeah, but it's the end.
Of the world.
See, I can see why that one could be like some people say, oh, it's a misremembering thing. And I can see why people might easily would misremember that one if there's such a thing as misremembering. Because he says it every other time in the song. So by default, your brain is going to muscle memory. But still, it just
So Hunter's Guitar Hero game says it and of the world at the end.
interesting.
I think Hunter should be up here talking about this stuff. He knows what he's talking about.
That's Hunter. That's my niece.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Talking about. Hi Hunter. Are you beautiful? Sorry.
Well, no, because you never have met her under these circumstances
No, I didn't know she was here.
where you see her name like that. Hunter. I can't do that. I sound like a turkey.
Wow. Oh, you like my growl? Wow.
Oh, that was a very kitty-like. My kitty said. Meep.
Me.
So,
Big cat in the house. Big cat in the house.
Kiki. All right, so I gotta tell you something.
All right.
So last night I was driving the youngins and I was telling them about these Dior bags or Louis Vuitton bags, whatever.
I don't understand what's happening.
Okay. And I'm like, that. My son's like, no, that's a star. I said, no, it's not. Look. And it was, wee, you know. And so then I start showing them the pictures that I took. Well, it was a video. Yeah. And then I was able to slow it down and just each color coming in, thinking that it had something to do with the sacred geometry, maybe.
Yeah. Probably, I'd say.
Oh, yeah. So then I got to thinking, because my son's like, well, do they ever talk to you? And I was like, yeah, like, and he's like, well, tell one to come down here and talk to me. I was like, oh, it's not like that. You know, I look up there and I like, it's kind of a
telepathy.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Right. It's intention. And it's like a conversation that you're having, but you're not speaking kind of thing. And it's not like they're going to, although I believe they could materialize into any shape, but I have never seen one walk come and just walk right to me like that. But I still feel like after all these years that I have a relationship with
Yeah.
my lights.
Good.
And so as I'm telling him this, the lights, okay, I am not familiar with what these bulbs are in the lights when you're going down the road, but some of them look orange and some of them look like blue or like a different color, white light. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like some look like a warm glow, street lamps.
The street lamps?
Yeah,
Have you
some
seen
look,
the purple ones?
yeah. Well, yeah, I've seen that, but there's two like that they use here. I don't know if they do there for lights. Some of them put off like a yellow warm glow, and the other is like a cool blue
Okay.
type of thing. I don't know what the difference is.
Okay.
Headlights, same thing. You'll see some headlights are like this bright white, and some are like a more warm yellow kind of feel. Well, anyway, the ones I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, anybody but me, but the ones that were that not the warm glow, but the other ones all started going blink, 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 and I was like, look, that's them saying what's up because you just said that, and I'm sitting here telling you it's intention, and we're sitting there looking at the thing, and I've got him in like I got four teenagers, like not no, they're not teenagers. They're 22, 23-year olds in my car. And they're just like, oh no way. And my son's like, how do you know these lights aren't always doing this on some kind of rotation like they're and I was like, you're right. So I dropped them off and I go back down that way to see, right? And my thought was if they're still blinking, then maybe he's right. Maybe they just are always blinking. But they started blinking in that moment, which
Yeah.
made me think. So when I went back, they were still blinking. So I dismissed it.
Okay.
And then suddenly it hit me. And I got to just hold up. I got to show you this. It's the only way that you
Hold
can understand.
on. Wait a minute.
Okay. Let me get my ducks. Okay. Do you see? Oh, wait. No, that's me. Ooh.
Why would you talk to yourself that way?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the way I did it. I'm going to turn it off. Okay. We're going to turn it all off.
Okay.
So number 3, I took in Procreate and I matched this color, right?
Yeah.
This was the first color that came up. So these are in order of the way that they appeared.
All right. And just so that everybody watching understands, these pictures that you're seeing in the black area are pictures that she took of orbs in the sky over the ocean in Virginia
Specifically one orb as it was spinning,
in color.
changing colors. So this is all the same orb.
Wow.
Yeah. So going backwards, it's like this. That's number 7, and I match that with this.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It correlates with a music note. So you've got the number 7. Number 7 has the number has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
This just happened to be the 7th frame.
Okay.
So that color
Yeah.
would be like this is the hertz because I was trying to figure out what frequency like it was. Is it telling me a speed or I was going to maybe figure out a letter or what is it trying to say? But it correlates with a music note
Oh,
of
did you play it?
right. Yes, I
You
sure
did.
did.
Did you record it so we can hear it?
Yes, Blue. Yeah, it makes me want to get more of the song. They're writing a song.
So play what you have. Can you play what you have?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch it. I'm gonna have to send it from my phone to this device. Let me do that real quick. It might pause me.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
Oh no, we got a low battery.
okay, BRB.
We want to hear that song. That was cool. She sees these orbs over Virginia Beach all the time. Like for years and years and years, not even just recently since all of these crafts have been showing up in the skies. This has been happening with her for a very long time, which is why she had stated that she had a relationship with the lights in the sky. And so she was able to get this video the other night. I think it was last week, if I'm not mistaken. and she's now broken it down, slowed it down, and was able to pull it out colors. She's now figured out that she can attach the specific color and reference it to a musical note. So we are going to listen now. Oh no, did it? Oh
I
no,
got.
sorry. We're not allowed to hear the song. We wanted to hear the song.
We can. I sent it over there, so I just will need to go in the house and plug it in.
That's okay. I maybe we're not meant to.
It's not finished. Well, after hearing it, I'm like, I want to go back and watch. I've got multiple videos, right? I want to go and break them down like this, like I did this 5 second space
Yeah.
and get the whole song.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe you should wait till you have the whole song.
Well, I mean, it's still interesting. Oh, wait, this might be a charger for it. Hold on. Oops. Oh, I dropped it in the floor.
I think that's definitely spirit being like they're not ready.
They're not ready for this song.
They're not ready for the song yet. But like, I mean, my goodness, it could be like an activation. It could be,
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. I might have the.
charge that Mohomie up.
I might be just thinking too much, but I was like, I called my son in there. I was like, wait, play this on the piano.
And did
I
he?
got it. I figured it out. They're writing me a love song.
I love you like a love song, baby. I love you like a love song, baby. I love that. This is so exciting. Lana Kay from the Milky Way wants to hear the song.
Yes.
Yes, Nami thinks it's amazing. It is a lot of fun, isn't it? We love coming on and talking these amazing topics, just exploring our world, provoking thought. It is always a good time.
What was that?
A baby.
Whose baby?
Well, not mine.
It wasn't my baby.
It's on my thing. I was gonna play another song while we waited.
Why am I not hearing sound come out of this? This is so weird. The sound is not coming out of there. Look. Hold, please. What am I doing wrong? We should be hearing like sound.
I'm telling you, I think they're like, no, this is not meant for everybody. This is for you. People are setting fireworks off outside. I don't know if anybody can hear
Oh,
that.
I was like, I think I hear the beat now.
No, it's fireworks.
Well, anyway, it might be just because it may have not sent the audio because I'm on live sending it error. I don't, but the whole daggone video is there. Anyway, that's what he's doing is playing those chords.
Well, maybe you can make a video of it and try to post it, and then whoever's here can go to your page and look
Yes.
to hear it.
Yeah, I'll do
So,
that.
if whoever's in here, if you do not have Heather, scoop her up. If you want to hear those notes, she's going to try to get it posted onto her page. What music was on the gold disc on Voyager?
That's so weird.
Bill's asking, what music was on the gold disc on Voyager? Are you like,
It wasn't music, it was a letter. It was a letter that President Jimmy Carter wrote in 1977
oh,
to the universe from Earth.
that's pretty cool. Do you have that letter?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I do. Let me put that. I can make it in my screen. Hold on.
We'll have a small segment remembering Jimmy Carter and his letter to the universe. I also would like to take a moment now and for all of us to say a prayer for those affected in New Orleans by the car running into the crowd. We are keeping those people in our hearts and prayers. We can't. I can't read it. Can you read it?
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Okay, hold on.
It's just too small for my eyeballs.
The Voyager spacecraft was constructed by the United States of America. We are we are a community of two. It is very small, of 240 million human beings among the more than 4 billion who habitat the planet Earth. We human beings are still divided into nation states, but these states are rapidly growing a single global civilization. We cast this message into the cosmos. It is likely a is likely to survive a billion years into our future when our civilization is profoundly altered and the surface of the earth may be vastly changed. Of the 200 billion, sorry, it's really small, y'all. Of the 200 billion that have inhabited planets and spacefaring civilizations, with one such civilization intercepts Voyager, if one such civilization intercepts Voyager and can understand these recorded contents, here is our message. This is a present from a small, distant world, a token of our, it's so small, our sounds, our science,
Mm.
our our something, our music, our thoughts, and our feelings. We are attempting to survive our time so we may live into yours. We hope someday, having solved the problems that we face, to join a community of galactic civilizations. This record represents our hope and our determination and our goodwill in the vast and awesome universe. Jimmy Carter, President of the United States of America.
So the record. What was on the record?
Hmm,
I wonder what the music was.
I can't remember. I can't remember. We'll have to look that one up. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah. That's fascinating, especially since those times are almost here.
I just thought that was such a precious letter.
It is.
And I feel sometimes over years, it seems like, it seems like then a lot of times when a president sat down and said something like this, it came from their mouth and not from something that someone wrote for them, as you'll see sometimes in other situations
Hmm.
involving, speeches or, I
Yeah.
don't know, it just seemed very, to me, very heartfelt.
Yeah.
And,
And genuine from his heart.
right, 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 right. I thought it was so precious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Whereas
turn you
nowadays,
back on. Okay.
a lot of our leaders they have writers, and
Right.
who knows if it's even them.
Nothing's, yeah, what,
Nothing is as it seems these
however,
days. It feels like.
everybody wants to do their thing, but that specifically, just when I read it yesterday, I was like, oh wow, it just hit me a certain way. That was a really cool part of the movie, wasn't it?
Wow. Now your timing is off.
Am I having a
You're glitching. Oh, did you split off and make a new timeline on me?
what's up? Oh, let's see if the music will play in this one.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Hold on.
Hold on, wait a minute. Does the sound match my mouth, you guys? Hello, hello, witch. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Sonia.
I could carry my butt in there and play it myself for you, probably. But anyway, no, it's still not playing. Give me this timeline either, Devin.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see. Thank you for the heart meat. Let's see if. Do you want to go in and play it? Because the curiosity has got me, and I'm sure others would like to hear it as well.
Well, okay, guess what? When I go in here, it's gonna just for a minute. It might pause because I gotta it shifts me over to a different Wi-Fi.
Okay. Well.
But that's no big deal.
Okay. Your mouth is lined up with your sound now, which is interesting.
Kitty.
Hello, Kitty.
Oh, that's a sweet kitty. All right. Oh, Lord of mercy.
Summer says you're going to shift into a whole different universe.
I know. I'm gonna go in the future, in the past, and other dimensions in the sky. Okay.
Welcome in, everybody. We are getting ready to do a live performance of the Orbs magical music played by Heather. Yep, see, there's the pause. There's the pause. It'll catch up in a second. Bill says you need a flashlight. There she is.
That kitty from out there followed me in. I just heard the door open behind me, or else it may have been one of my friends.
Yeah, maybe the Orbs was
Okay,
like,
let me.
do not let her play this song. She is determined. She's come to stop you.
I wasn't finished.
Not until it's done.
They're like, this is so embarrassing.
Let me know when you're going to start. I'm going to close my eyes while you play it.
Okay, well, it might not be so smooth here. Let's see.
Okay.
That's yeah. Okay, so it's my son. I'm watching my son play it, and he's playing it so quickly. Okay, so it's. I see what he did. Wait. That's it.
Mm.
You hear a ticking noise?
Yeah.
Tick, boom. It's probably because I have my phone sitting up here on the piano.
Sounds like one of those like pacemaker. What are they called? Not pendulum, but what are they called?
Yeah, they get.
Musicians use it for pace.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. A metronome.
I think that's
Yeah, it wasn't no. Yeah.
So,
So that's it.
Lisa, were you here when we were talking about the orb and the photos that Heather Close Encounters music's when the alien ship plus the music similar sound? Oh, Sibby says Close Encounters music when the alien ship plus the music similar sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh.
That's it.
Plays the similar sound. Yeah. That's fascinating. I can't wait until you have all of it translated.
Right? It'll take me a minute, but
Yeah. But then we'll come back. We'll circle back for
yeah,
the
no, it will
cleanup.
be none of that. What I'll do is I will when it's complete, I'll be able to just do the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
Well, what's holding me up right now is trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why it seems so slow going. Because this is just like it developed in my head in the past 24 hours, along with
Yeah, that's fascinating. So for those of you that were not here, that tune that you heard her playing, um, Heather took a video of an orb in the sky, and the orbs change colors very rapidly. So she was able to take her video and slow it down to where she could see patterns of colors. And then she took those colors and she associated them to a note. All right, so there's an association scale. She took the color, matched it up to a specific note, and now she's got to translate the rest of the video that she has, and we'll be able to hear in musical translation what that might have, what they might have been saying to you, right?
yeah. I mean, it's just a shot in the dark.
But it's
I just
and it's look
I
that's
was
so
already
creative. We are supposed to be creative beings. I think that's amazing. I love that
well,
you
and it was
made that
somewhat.
connection.
It felt like it was led too, also because I wasn't originally looking for a music note. I was looking for the what frequency
Yeah,
it was. I was looking for that
the correlation between the color and the frequency.
the shape and the shape that
Yeah,
was that it was spitting out in that moment.
yeah. And
And
you
then
do
when I
have a
pulled that
video
chart,
of those orbs in the sky on your page, right? For anybody
I have
watching.
a yes, I have a playlist. It's called Unidentified.
Okay,
It's one of my at the top of my, you know.
awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, Heather, Lisa, if you're not following Heather, definitely scoop her up because she has lots of amazing, beautiful encounters. Her and I had an amazing encounter when over the summer when I was there and the Northern Lights were in the sky.
Oh gosh, yes, that's on that same playlist.
You'll see a video of us. We're walking out towards the beach, and she slows down a video, and you can see beings literally running across the path in front of us. It's so cool.
Why
It's
are you running?
Yeah. So Heather's very good at finding things and connecting with things that are happening around her, slowing them down and trying to connect them with science, right? To give us an explanation of what we're seeing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I love that. Well, this has been an
yeah.
amazing episode. Is there anything you wanted to add?
I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Was
And
that four things?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was really cool. That was a good episode. You guys, thank you so much, all of you, for coming in and hanging out with us.
So
Well,
blessed to have all the company and you as well, Devin.
oh, I love you, girl. You know,
Love you too.
yeah, we have a really cool connection and lots of work to be done in this space, and the honor is all mine for sure.
I think the dolphins, they know that same language.
Yeah, yeah. She also is a dolphin whisperer. She can call the dolphins to her space.
Yeah.
Really cool. That like, and
They got
they
to
all come out of the
know.
water like,
Yeah.
They're not just like, you know,
It's like,
little
what's that?
timid dolphins. They're like, we're here. And they're spinning and it's funny and I love it.
Hello, my darling.
So interestingly enough, Heather does her sunrise lives here on TikTok as well. So you guys catch her in the morning, watching that big ball of fire rise up over the sky. You love it. You're muted.
Am I here? Am I here?
Now you are.
What is happening?
Maybe we've said too much.
Interference.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I love you.
I love you too. I hope everybody has a beautiful and lovely evening. Happy new calendar year. You guys
Yay.
are amazing. I hope your year 2025 is half as beautiful as your soul is. Namaste.
Namaste.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.